How is it going? How's it hanging? What's going on? What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, cool. So that was like a horrid introduction of me. Let me go ahead and try to salvage this a little bit. Hey, the other version of me here, her, whatever you want to fucking call it. Yeah, I promise we're not always this insufferable. So now that we've gotten introductions out of the way, I am back and I have discovered a crown in my room. So naturally, I decided I wanted to put on said crown and play dress up. Yeah, it's because she's unemployed. Shut up! They don't need to know about that. I have had so many thoughts and things and so much going on, and I don't even know where to start, but I do know that I want to chat about it as I untangle my necklaces about it. Yeah, also, again, let's not get it twisted in any way, shape, or form. I always get a little bit ready for these videos. Oh, I forgot to do the wing on my eyeliner. Oh well. I get a little bit ready for these videos, and I did put on a dress, so did not wake up like this. I just hate it when people online don't. I'm so pick me and cliche, it's actually nauseating, but whatever. At least I'm self-aware. I just hate when bitches online, like, will do a good morning with me, but they'll, like, get out of bed and get ready and then get back in the bed and then start the video, and I'm like, okay, girl, fine. You look hot. I'm not saying you don't, but also, like, fucking hell. That is not how it works. So I'm telling you right now, like, I do put a little bit of effort before I turn the camera on. And most people do, okay? So don't sweat it. You're not ugly. Okay, what did I want to talk about? Okay. I want to talk about, I always talk about the same thing, different fonts, but I don't give a fuck. I would be an Olympic gold medalist if one of the categories in the Olympics was having an existential crisis. So we're going to start there and then kind of work our way through whatever the fuck comes up in my mind. I don't really know. I never do. But basically, in a nutshell, quick little rundown. This year, 2025, has just... I know that look in your eye. I know you're thinking about a disgusting metaphor you can use, you sick fuck. I know. Just say it, freak. Okay, fine, I will. Bent me over and fucked me with no lube. Jesus! Never mind! See, I told you it was... I know, it was crass. I'm sorry. And there goes half the audience. I know, I just lost half of the people watching, but... it has been not a good year for me. Which, you know... I have been really, really super angry about, but also, I mean, I'm allowing myself to feel the anger, even though I think it's kind of stupid, but, like, I'm letting myself feel it and not talking myself out of it, because I'm like, you know what, okay, you want to feel angry, girl? Go ahead and feel angry. You are allowed to do that. You are allowed to experience all of your emotions, but also realize that your anger is masking hurt. I hate whoever told me that, first of all, because my first instinct, like, is to get fucking pissed and rage and crash out. And then I heard, and it's true, at least in my case, like, well, anger is just the mask of hurt and pain. I'm like, okay, shut up. I didn't want to know about that. Like, why can't you just let me freak out and explode and ruin my own life? Why did you have to tell me it was because I was hurting? Anyway, I'm hoping that everything I talk about is just going to go full circle. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. But if not, whatever. You're along for the ride. Or you're not. You can leave whenever. I'm not holding you hostage. I might, though, because you're just so yummy. But this year has been really hard, which, again, has angered me to my core. And it's so silly because I'm sitting here just like, why the fuck is all of this happening? Or I'm such an idiot. Why did I choose to go down this road? Or why did I choose to do this? Or have I made a horrible mistake? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all of the dramatic things. One thing about me is I'm hell of a theatric. Hell of a theatric. Broadway, call me. But I have just in my little pity party whirlpool. And it's just, I have realized, I'm like, you know what? No one is making you remain where you are. You're not happy with something, fucking change it. You're miserable and awful, okay. Cool. What are you gonna do about that then? Because I think where, especially me, I've gotten tripped up, this is actually a good segue, is that when I get into very dark places in my life, it is because I choose to stay in the darkness. And I know a lot of people are going to get really upset about this. I'm not talking about your experience, fucker. I'm talking about mine. I dwell and I spin myself into a cute little depression, and that is really hard to pull out of. My pull-out game, weak. No, for real. Like, it's a good thing I'm not a man because so many girls would be pregnant and I'd be a head pusher. Anyway. And I've been doing this with my anger as well because I've been perpetuating all of these things and all of these experiences and this life that I have had for myself this year. I've just been perpetuating this sort of narrative and like misery. And it is like so true that misery loves other misery. And I'm just like, I've been almost seeking misery out in a weird way. And I don't even know how I started doing that because I've been in it's been a dark year. And I haven't been this dark since high school. And oh god. And again, I see a lot of similarities and patterns presenting themselves in my life that I used to have in high school when I was in a really dark place. And it scared the shit out of me. And I've had a really big wake-up call from hell from all of this, sort of anger and confusion and frustration and no clear guidance and not trusting my gut and not even like turning inward, just like externally freaking out and like, just projecting and being mad at the world. Being mad at the world for just being what it is. And I still am mad at the world for so many reasons and mad at life, as I think all of us are in some way, shape, or form. Like, mad at the way that things are and fighting it almost. I've been fighting it. I've been fighting life and fighting myself and fighting and just resisting and doing all these dumbass things. And then I had a wake-up call from hell. Someone died. Cool. Awesome. I've talked about this in my past 2 videos, so we don't need to get super into it today, but it has been a very big wake-up call. And again, I wish I could sit here and say that all my anger has like receded and my frustrations, and I have such a clear understanding of like where I'm going in the future because of this death. And I do, but I also don't. I'm still confused and I'm still angry. More so at the fact that like so many things. I'm just angry at the world at large and where I'm angry at people. I'm angry at our society that we are focused on the wrong things. I'm angry at the state of the world. And it's just, I think so much of us are, and I don't know. But the thing is, this anger has also put me on a path. This anger has also given me fuel and like, I don't know, it's like propelling me, I guess, because this anger is teaching me something, I guess. And if nothing else, I think this anger is showing me exactly what I don't want out of my life and showing me, giving me a clear path, or starting to a path that I do want. Or I guess maybe not even a path, just like the person I want to be in general. Because another big part of this anger is that I don't feel like I'm acting as the person that I want to be as much as I should. I think I've definitely fallen quite away from myself. And I was all pissy about that. It's just like, Motherfucker, whose fault is that? Yours. Like, please. How many times are you just gonna keep blaming the external and then refuse to make internal changes? How many times are we gonna do that, pumpkin? Well, if you're me, a lot. I'm admitting this out loud because it's such a riot. All this anger, mostly harbored towards myself. Some people, obviously some people get caught in the crossfire, and human beings, we tend to piss each other off a lot, especially this day and age. We live in such a weird time. Anyway, so I'm using this anger to learn as to where I want to go. And as sort of a guide, like I said, as to what I don't want. Because I may not know quite what I do want out of this life yet, but I have a clear understanding from this year about what I don't want. And maybe that was the lesson of this year. I won't know until it's over, and I won't know until I, look back on it and I'm just like, oh, that's why that happened, duh. And we can all have a good laugh about it. But right now, I'm not fucking laughing. What the fuck is going on ever? I don't know. Do you want to see my spiky hair, though? I spiked it today and used hair gel. So, there you go. I'm actually just going to take the crown off because it's going to give me a headache if I don't. But back to the topic at hand. And again, I've gotten too comfortable dwelling in my own misery, and it's not going anymore because I just am over it. I'm over it. And I'm also over the sort of, and I'm saying this like I'm getting a lot better, like a lot better. I'm coming off of a really, really good week. Probably the best week of this entire year. I'm not even kidding. Like, actually, by far the best week of this entire year for me. So things are very much looking up. But yeah, I've just been harboring all of this anger and frustration recently, but instead of like judging it and like trying to talk myself out of it, like learning from it, I guess, and being like, okay, well, this is here for a reason. You're fucking pissed about something. What is it? And instead of dwelling on it, can you focus on what it's trying to tell you, you dumbass? Instead of just being like, I'm so pissed, I'm mad. Bleh. It's so funny. Because, like, girl, it's there for a reason. Like, emotions don't just, like, come up. That's another thing about emotion. Is, like, first of all, bitches would rather do anything else but feel emotion. And I'm like, girl, I don't even know what to say, girl. Because I used to be like that. I'm like, being numb only works for so long. Trust me. And also, your emotions are here to show you something. Being emotional has never been a bad thing. Ever. Like, again, there's always a reason for emotion. A reason behind emotion. Something evoking this emotion. And emotions are only supposed to last, I think, like 3 minutes. So if it lasts longer, maybe don't quote me on that, but like there's something like that. It's because you're perpetuating them. You're perpetuating everything. And I know this now. And it's a bitter pill to swallow because why do I have to be responsible for my own life? What the fuck? That's ridiculous. But you do have to be, unfortunately. I don't know who gave me that permission, but here we are. Anyway, emotions are here to tell you something. And so instead of fighting with them, let them in, dude. Like, seriously, let them in and ask, like, what they're trying to show you. And let yourself feel them, for fuck's sake. They're not going to last forever. Nothing does. Ever. Everything's so fleeting. Hey, dude, you're spiraling again. Come back. You're good. What? Oh, yeah. See, this is what I was talking about, the existential crisis. Back on track. Emotions are here to tell you something. And, like, I know emotion has kind of been a stigmatized thing. It's getting better, especially these days. A military truck just drove past my street, so if I get exploded, don't mind that. I don't know what the fuck that was. So weird. But, okay, another car, but not a military truck. We're in the clear. Oh, fuck off. What was I on about ever? I don't even know. Emotions are viewed as a bad thing, remember? Oh, yeah. Emotions have kind of been stigmatized, or, like, people have been seen as, like, too emotional, and all of these things. And like I agree to like some extent, you know, there's too much of anything is not a great thing probably, but when it comes to emotions, you should be allowed to feel them because they paint a pathway of like your own internal guide, I guess. They're like a compass. Like your emotions guide you in the direction that you're supposed to be going in, or like trying to signal something to you, or like they're not there to hurt you, which I think is where a lot of people get tripped up, is like the pain and sadness and heartache and sorrow and frustrations and all of these things that come with this messy dumpster fire of the human experience. Beautiful, but it is a shit show more often than not. But I digress. Like people are so afraid to feel them because they like are labeling their emotions as good or bad emotions. No emotion is bad, no emotion is good. They all serve a purpose. And letting yourself feel them is the biggest favor you can do because, again, if you never take the time to feel them, they're just going to be like lingering under the surface until one small inconvenience happens and then you're a fucking mess and screaming and freaking out and look like you should be locked away in an asylum. Do you really want that? I mean, not really. I didn't think so. So feel them. But, oh my god, what was I getting at? The amount of times I lose my train of thought. I'd be a terrible train conductor, I'll tell you that. Can't even keep my train of thoughts under control, let alone a locomotive. Fuck. You are such a fucking narcissist, laughing at your own joke. It's not even that funny. I know it's not funny, but kinda. What the fuck? Oh, yes. It's so silly to me, like why you people are afraid of their own emotions, and I get it. Like it's I guess it's an amount of discomfort, and we're really bad at being uncomfortable these days. There's a certain amount of discomfort that creeps in with the so-called quote unquote negative emotions, but the thing is that I think people also often forget is like you are in control, and I know a lot like. Not all the time, obviously, with emotions, but a good majority of the time you are in control and you can choose to not perpetuate a certain emotion. You can choose to not perpetuate a certain feeling and you can choose to perpetuate a different one. That's not to say like anything about toxic positivity in any way, shape, or form. That is just a fact. Like your emotions, they don't define you. The positive ones, the negative ones, they're, like I said, they're all there to play a part and to teach you and to grow. And honest to God, like, ask them questions. Don't listen to them. That's not the way I want to phrase it. Because sometimes if you listen to every single emotion, if you're me, you would probably be in someone's bed every night. Just kidding. Ah, yes, the horny emotion. My favorite one. The fuck dude. That was so not. I wanted to be so casual and nonchalant about that. Didn't go. But like, don't listen to them. But like, take a step back and ask them like, "Yo, what are you doing here?" Like, if something triggers you, like, be like, "Okay, oh." Don't judge them. Just be like, "This is interesting. This is happening. Okay, why? Can I figure this out and it can point me in a certain direction, or can it help me work through something? Like, how can this help me rather than harm me?" Because they're not there to harm you. They're there to keep you safe, you know? Your whole nervous system and body and emotions and everything is working actively to keep you safe. So don't run from them and don't dwell in them, you know? And that's another thing. I think that's all I had with emotion. I don't know, maybe she can add some more closing thoughts. Okay, I decided to write a fuck-ass novel. I need to stop being so crass. I decided to write a novel for this, apparently, so here we go. Put me on the spot, why don't you? Here are my closing thoughts. Normally I'm off book, but today I'm gonna have to read from this. I don't know why I'm in such a good mood today. Okay. My closing thoughts are that the most beautiful people are the ones that let themselves feel every single emotion. The ones that are open to it all, and the ones that allow life to breathe emotion into them and allow the ebb and the flow. Bam! Mic drop, biatch! Cool, that's part 1 of this video, I guess. We're gonna do part 2 now. I don't really know. Oh, I just threw my crown. I don't really have a very big structure with these videos, and I don't really care to, because I'm just not putting pressure on it. I just want it to kind of be what it is. So I'm losing that stupid, annoying perfectionist mindset. I guess this kind of goes into, I guess it does play into emotion. I have never understood how people can, like, have something really good happen to them. Or, like, a really good experience and then be able to say goodbye so easily. And just be like, oh, wow. Well, that was just so great. Okay, on to the next thing. Like, I will literally sit and dwell and sob over what once was. And like I said, just perpetuating my own shit for what once was. Like, I will actively not be okay for... God forbid I live in the present moment. God forbid, dude. Let's see. I guess I also, I don't know, because sorry, give me 1 second. Distract them while I, like, get myself back on track. Yes, please see that you do, because that was a tough watch. I guess I'm supposed to, like, entertain you while she gets her ADHD under control. What should I do? What should we talk about? I don't know. I normally hate entertaining you, but for some reason I'm kind of feeling feisty today. So, ooh, maybe I can compliment you, love bomb you, gaslight, and manipulate you with the time that we have together. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck! The camera did not want me to do that. Whatever. She's probably done contemplating what the fuck she wanted to talk about anyway. Go back. Okay. I think this is where I want to go with this. I am a naturally very sad person. Okay, wow. Not where I was expecting you to take that. Way to keep it uplifting there, girl boss. Jesus God, I need a cigarette. And this is gonna, me and my friend that I was just visiting were talking about this, how we were just born very naturally melancholy people. That we don't even, it's almost as if even the most joyous moments are tainted with a little bit of sadness. And that comes with a certain void. Like, there is truly this void and this darkness that I've been carrying with me since I came into this world. And I am not saying this to freak anyone out. I'm saying this because I think all of us do, whether we admit it or not. And I think all of us go around trying different ways to fill this void that we have, that we just can't kick no matter what. And at least I know I do. I've been spending so much time trying to fill the void, and I honestly think that is kind of what life is filling your void with whatever you choose to fill it with. A lot of people turn to drugs and alcohol and substances, and a lot of people turn to religion to make sense of the void that they fill, and a lot of people turn to arts to fill, like, everything I feel like in this life is meant to fill the void, so to speak. And I am trying to figure out other ways to fill the void, because I have not been doing it in the way that I've wanted to for some time now. And it sucks, because I have been known to dwell on the past and not be able to move on from certain things, and, like, really, like I said, obsess and perpetuate my own feelings of sadness when I could, because I guess it almost filled the void in a way. It did. was to just sit and reminisce and be sad. Like it was, I don't even know. But I also am realizing, like with this whole death thing that happened, like because I've been so sad and melancholy and I haven't been able to fill the void in the way that I haven't in the past, I've lost my spark, a lot of it this year. And it's been really hard. And it sucked. But recently I feel that spark getting back, and instead of perpetuating all the goodbyes and dwelling in all the sadness like I normally do, I've let myself feel it, make no mistake, but I also have shifted my perspective and realized that's not going to be the last time you feel that feeling. Be sure that it will reappear in other forms, like that feeling that you desperately chase, it will appear again in ways that you never even knew it could. And same with that sorrow and sadness, it's inevitable, it's unavoidable. And instead of perpetuating what once was and sitting in it and spiraling myself or focusing on what is going to be, I kind of have finally been able to take a step back and be with what is and be like, okay, why do I feel as though there's such a void inside me when I have a beat in my heart and air in my lungs? That's life. There's life breathing through me. And how could there be a void with that? How could there possibly be anything wrong with that? Because I just thought, I guess, the thought of waking up one day, or I guess not really waking up one day, and not being in this body that I've hated for so long actually started to make me sad. And that's when I realized, that's what I've been realizing, like, again, instead of focusing on like, oh my God, I just want to be present with this life and this body for as long as I can. Death has made me fall. I guess I am talking about death today. Whatever. I'm talking about so much rambly shit. I don't give a fuck. Blow me. Death has made me fall in love with life and all the rebirth that comes with death. And myself. And my youth. Because God, I'm young. And it's helped. I mean, obviously it's brought different feelings of anger, but it has helped me tune into myself more and my own emotions. And it has helped me not dwell in them as much, because I realize that I don't want to spend my entire life perpetuating all the shittiness that I've experienced or all the good. Like, I want to keep it as a tool in my toolbox going forward. Miska, Muska, Mickey Mouse, O'Toole magic tool bus. Isn't there like the tool? Oh, the Mickey Mouse is the tools. Whatever. Anyway, it's Toodles. Toodles has the tools, you idiot. I can't say that with a straight face. I want to keep it as a toolbox going forward for all the other opportunities and experiences that will present themselves to me. And be very excited for what will be, but also not really worrying about that right now, because I want to fall in love with what I have right now, because if I don't, I'll kill myself. Okay, dude, you need to stop making offing yourself jokes. I swear. It's like in every video thing that needs to stop. I know. No more suicide jokes. No more suicide jokes. But, they're funny. Come on. Gotta cope in some way to fill the void. I kind of realized that there was no void, though. It's always just been me. And I've felt so sad and so dark and all of the you know, all of the things in life that I think all of us feel at one point or another. And I've kind of claimed it that I'm empty and I'm this and my life force is gone. And then someone actually who had a life ended up leaving. And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh, no. I am very much alive still. And I want to perpetuate different things with the amount of time that I have left, because I don't know how long that's going to be. So I might as well love all of my emotions, because the emotions also are an indicator that I'm alive, and experience all of it, everything, and allow myself to use past pain and past joy and past things, because I mean, I promise you there's nothing that you haven't felt that I probably haven't felt either. You know, we're all human, we all feel. And I can assure you that, like I said, things will reappear in different forms for you, my love. They will. Good. Bad too. Bad. Good and bad. It doesn't matter. But you will get so many chances to feel, and that is a gift, you know? And I know it's easy for, like, I don't know, if someone would have told me this, like, very recently, I would have been like, shut the fuck up. Like, that is not a gift to feel. I feel horrible right now. You're telling me that's a blessing? Don't shove that shit down my throat. And I get it. But I also will say that there's never been anything wrong with you. There's never been a hole or void inside you. There's never been something that you quote unquote have to feel. You are whole by yourself, and everything else is just a bonus. And once you start looking at life that way, it gets a lot easier. And life should be easy. Life should be beautiful, and it should flow. And it is very much not in the state of the world right now. It's very heavy. It's very forced, and everyone is about as authentic as a BBL. No one's really authentic these days. And it's sad, because that's literally going against the entire grain of life, is to stray away from self, and we all kind of are. I know I am. I'm trying to get back to that. I'm trying to come back home, so to speak. And I want you to do that with me, if you want to. The invitation's there. If you don't, I don't know, suck my dick, lick my balls, all the things. Oh my god, you're so edgy! Just kidding. Don't do that. But yeah, that's kind of what I got. I don't know if you got anything from this video. Probably did, because I'm awesome. And you guys do, unfortunately, need to let us be a little narcissist for a second, because we've spent so much time hating ourselves, so please just let us have this one. No, very true. And, yeah, that's it. I hope you know that there's literally nothing wrong with you. Your emotions are there to help you, and if you're angry also a lot of the time, it's because you're not acting in line with yourself. So I would take a step back and check on that one. And in the meantime, just know that I love you so bad. I want to kiss you. I have a boner because you're so super hot, and I will catch you later. Talk soon. We should do this again sometime. Anyway, love you. Go easy on yourself, kid. Yeah. Cool. On that note, I know it looks like I don't have a shirt under this. You don't care. But I do. See? Shirt. This is really humbling, because I've never looked more like I should own a U-Haul and go fix some wood in my life. That's a lesbian joke. And the camera's homophobic because it's not focusing. Anyway, but I'm not gay. I love keeping people on their toes. Or am I? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. I don't give a shit. Let's see. That's it. That's all I got. Have a good day. I love you. I can't lie, I'm right back into I'm in my other place where I film. I'm not home with my family right now. I'm in my apartment, and I filmed the first video a few days ago, so I have no idea what the topic is. So that's unfortunate. So hopefully I can lock in and remember. Okay, goodbye. I love you. You're beautiful. I look the most gay. Dude, you're spiraling again. Come back. What the fuck was that? Big into hand motions today. Hey, dude, you need to stop making offing yourself just fuck. Turn to yourself and the connection you have with all that is. I think I said that right. I did.